Hello, this is Michelle with the Beet Goes On podcast. This episode, I'm just going to kind of talk about our first big beet retreat. For me, it was big. It was the first one, and we had so many spray tan partners show up. And what it was it was a weekend. Excuse me. It was a weekend of really just community. The community that we interact with on our website and our training and our app on a regular basis. You know, we're used to seeing each other in little head bubbles or like interacting on our private Facebook page, and we were able to meet in person. And not all of them. There's about 300 partners, but I'd say like 20% of the partners really get involved in the community, and in the beginning they all do, and then they kind of figure out how to spray tan, and some of them go their own way, and they're just independent entrepreneurs, and then some of them really do love the community aspect of it. So it's not mandatory, but we love that the community is there and that we can all help and support each other here in the spray tan world. So it was really wonderful to have a bulk of them here in person. So the Friday night, I was so busy like putting the whole event together, which can be, it's just me and a few of the people here at HQ, like putting on this whole event. And so when they all got here, I became a little emotional because it was so fun to see. I mean, like Ashley Trant is way taller in person. She's beautiful. She's like model tall. Sheila is so pretty and so kind. Like I just wanted to hug her constantly. Linda's as funny as ever. I've met Linda last year. So some of the people that I met for the first time, I don't know, it just made me a little emotional because it was just so different. And we all know each other. You know, we're all doing the same thing. We're all in the spray tan world, but we all seem like family or friends at this point. So it was really cool to have them all here. So Friday night, this May 17th was the meetup. We could tell everybody what's on for the weekend. And so we had cocktails and mocktails down at Savoy, which is in the building where my business is in, and actually where the building where we are recording right now. So that was fun. And then the next day we did a luncheon, and we had it at Java Burrito downstairs. And that was great. The setup was great. I highly recommend doing an event in the basement of Java Burrito. It was great because there was like cocktails and food and coffee. There's a coffee bar upstairs, so everyone was fed and happy because we were there from like 11 to 3. So it was a long day of workshops, and we had speakers. My friend Erica spoke. She owns a salon marketing company. Amy Shippey, who is now a friend of mine, she was on our podcast previously with us. She's like a serial entrepreneur. She's got so many things under her belt. She's really good at mindset. I think her words were powerful with mindset and imposter syndrome, and where Erica's guidance was more in the digital and the Google world. So it's really strong and powerful. I chimed in some just based on my experience in the spray tan world, and everybody got so much out of it. And it was also a way for us to bond. We made trucker hats, and then we left and they explored the city. Savannah has, it's very touristy and it's beautiful, historic, lots of history, the buildings, architecture. There's just so much to do. So we broke away and we met back at Charlie's for the 10th anniversary party, and we had fun. It was honestly like we had all been friends forever. So I think what I take away from the first Beet retreat is that we have a great community. And we are very family-like. It's like we're like old high school reunion. It just felt like a real reunion of people who genuinely care about each other. And so that makes me feel, as a business, as a company owner, as a CEO, as a mentor, whatever title you want to give me, it made me feel proud and grateful for the community that we have built under the Beettan. So specifically for the spray tan partners. At the party, customers showed up, friends who have either helped with the logo. My podcast producer and videographer, Missy, was there. So the party was really cool and even more emotional because it was everyone, like with all aspects of the business, coming together to celebrate 10 years. So I'm super proud of 10 years. I'm ready for 10 more. If I could have a conversation with myself before all of this growth, before where the company is now, back when I was still bartending, really insecure, unsure, I would tell myself that you're doing the best that you can with what you have, and to keep your heart in the right place and to keep going. Sometimes having a soft part makes you feel weak. And when I had to stick up for myself, or when I had to push forward and do things in business that were hard and that required a different version of myself, all the stuff that I thought that I was making mistakes and I was unsure of, really, whether it was a mistake or was intentional or something I was proud of myself, or whatever the case may be, it all led up to this point. So I would tell myself to give yourself grace and to keep going, because you're doing the best you can with what you have, and stop freaking comparing yourself to others. Get off social media. Stop being intimidated by every successful woman that's in front of you, and be proud of them, cheer them on, and you're just as good. I think we all get in our own way by comparison. And I think that this day and age with social media, I really, really appreciate my community of women more now than ever, because I just really feel included and a part of a community rather than an outsider that's not good enough. I would tell the younger self that you are good enough. So I think that's a lot of us, no matter what level of entrepreneurship, you have to remind yourself that you just got to keep going, and that you're good enough, and it's enough, and you're doing enough. Just keep going.